Hi, Ed here from keywordspeopleuse.com, and I've got an exclusive time-limited offer for you. If you book a product demo with Keywords People Use, I'll give you a free 7-day trial of our standard plan, which allows you access to our new content optimization tool. This tool hooks into your Google Search Console data so we can find all the keywords you're ranking for and what pages are ranking. We then crawl your site content and use advanced machine learning techniques like embeddings and cosine similarity to find you content optimization opportunities that will quickly boost your impressions and clicks from Google. This new feature in Keywords People Use is already showing results for people using it. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a 7-day free trial. Just go to keywordspeopleuse.com/demo to book your slot. That's keywordspeopleuse.com/demo. You'll find the link in the show notes of this episode. Hello and welcome to SEO is Not That Hard. I'm your host Ed Dawson, the founder of the SEO intelligence platform keywordspeopleuse.com, where we help you discover the questions people ask online and then how to optimize your content to build traffic and authority. I've been in SEO and online marketing for over 20 years, and I'm here to share the wealth of knowledge, hints and tips I've amassed over that time.
Hello, welcome back to SEO It's Not That Hard. It's me, Ed Dawson, as always. And today we're on to episode 8 of our special series of entities. And then today we are going to look at instances. But let's just look back. So last week, what we did was the kind of first foundational work around using entities. We conducted an internal audit. We mapped out your business's unique entity landscape across 4 key pillars: your brand and products, your people, your core concepts, and the topics your audience cares about. So you now should have that blueprint, a strategic map of the concepts that define your universe that are important to your business, to your topics, to your website. So if you haven't done that exercise yet, I'd highly recommend pause here, go back to episode 7, and list your trait there as an essential tool in today's mission. Because today we're going to turn outwards and we're going to look at your competition and take that blueprint to really dive into what's going on with your competition. So we're going to go through analysis on your side to like espionage or spying on your competitors is what we're looking at. And this is entity-based competitive analysis. It's how you find the hidden gaps in your market and the precise opportunities to outflank your rivals. For many years, competitive analysis in SEO meant just one thing, and that was like running a tool to see what keywords you're ranking for. It was useful. It was also very one-dimensional. A keyword analysis shows you what the individual bricks your competitors are using to build a wall, but an entity-based analysis shows you like the entire building. It gives you a higher level strategic view of the subject matter your competitor covers. It doesn't just show you a list of terms, it also reveals kind of their entire semantic networks, the web of concepts they've built and the areas where they've established their topical authority in the eyes of Google and before. So essentially LLMs. Now this way of looking at entities really is a game changer because it helps you answer much deeper questions, such as what is their true topical strength beyond just a few high ranking articles? What are the precise topical gaps that enforce an entity that you've missed or only covered superficially? And also, how do they structure their content and internal links around their core entities to signal that authority to the search engines? The answer to these questions provide proper data-driven roadmap for creating more comprehensive and authoritative content that can help you leapfrog them in the search results, which is what you want. How do you actually do this? It might sound complex, but I'm going to walk you through a simple 4-step process that anyone can follow. All you need is your entity audit from last week, the URL of a key competitor, and access to your favorite AI LLMs, be that Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, etc. So step 1, identify your true competitors. Well, this might sound obvious, and you might think, who they are already your competitors, but this is the crucial first step. Don't just think about your direct business competitors. I want you to think about your SERP competitors. This is where you need to go to Google and search for one of your most important concept entities from your audit. So whatever that most important concept entity was, that's what we're going to search for. And then we're going to see the websites that are ranking on the first page for that term. And these are your direct competitors. Even if they don't sell the same products as you, these are your competitors. So for today's exercise, just pick one. It could be your main business rival, or it could be a blog that really dominates the search results for the topic you want to own. We need to go to the search, find that one main business. Then step 2, we need to gather the data. And this again, it's very simple. Just go to your competitor's website, pick one of the most important pages. It could be their home page, it could be a major service page, or it could be a popular blog post, whichever one they're really relatively well for on that core concept of yours. And I simply just copy the main body of text from that page. You want to get at least the main heading, H1, subheading, H2s, history, progress, content. The more you can get, really, the better. And this is the core information that a search engine or an LLM will analyze to understand this page's primary text. And you want to paste that into a blank document or have it ready on your clipboard. And in step 3, we're going to extract the entities. Now, this is where the real magic behind the scenes happens. We're going to take the text that you've just gathered, and we're going to use a large language model like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude to see it the way a machine does. Now, in the past, you might have had to put it around the specialized tools to do this kind of entity extraction, which could be hit or miss. Today, the LLMs, they're actually really powerful natural language processing tools just in themselves. And it's probably a tool, I imagine, that most of you have been using it anyway, so it's really the simplest way of doing it. LLMs, they're really good at main identity recognition because it's a whole part of how they were trained to understand language. Open up whichever one is your favorite, and then I give you a specific prompt you can use, and you can copy and paste this directly. I'm going to read it out, but I will also put it in the show notes, copy out of this. Here's the prompt. You are an experienced expert SEO analyst specializing in natural language processing and entity-based optimization. I will provide you the text from a competitor's webpage. Your task is to perform a named entity recognition (NEO) analysis on this text. Please identify all the significant entities mentioned in the text. For each entity, classify it into one of the following categories: person, organization, location, product, event, or concept, abstract ideas, theories, or topic. Please present your findings in a simple list or table format with one column for the entity, one for the category, and please sort them by their semantic relevance. Here is the text. And now we then would paste the competitor's text in there. So after you've pasted in the competitor's text, AI will process it, and it'll give you a really clearly structured list of the entities it's found, how it's categorized them. What you've done is you've just performed a really sophisticated entity extraction without using any special software. And then we come to step 4, analyzing the results, finding the story that's in the data. Now, an entity list, by itself, it's just data. Our job is now to turn it into intelligence. So with your competitor entity list on one side and your own entity audit from last week on the other, it's time to find the story that's in this data. Here's what you're looking for. So first, entity saturation. What are the top 3 to 5 entities that the LLM identified for you? This will tell you what the AI believes is the main topic of that page. How does their focus compare to your own? Are they emphasizing an entity you hadn't considered? Secondly, and most importantly, the topical gaps. This is where you're going to find a real gold, essentially, in this data. You compare the list of entities in your competitor's page against your own 4 pillar audits. Are they mentioning the key concept entities from industry that you haven't read about? Are they referencing influential people entities like authors that you can also be citing or partnering with? Are they addressing audience-centric entities, those pain points of interest that you've overlooked? Every entity that appears in their list, but not on yours, that represents potential content gap, strategic opportunity there for you to create a more comprehensive and authoritative results. Thirdly, look for structural clues. Look back at the page's URL and main heading. How do they structure them around the main entities? Are they creating clear content hubs? For example, is the URL something like www.com/services/entity SEO, where you can see within that they have their services and all of their services as pages or a main services URL. And this gives you a really good clue just about how to organize your own site to make it clear to search engines. Finally, do a quick Google search for their brand name. Do they have the knowledge point on the right side of the results? If so, what information related entities does Google display there? This is like really a direct public-facing report card of how well Google understands them as an entity. So, with all that said, this brings us towards the end of the episode. And what I want you to think about between now and the next episode, and it's time to put your detective hat on and conduct your own competitive choice. First of all, choose one key competitor. Secondly, select one of the most important pages, whether it's the home page or top service page, copy its main text. Use your favorite LLM, the prompt I give you to extract from that text, which is also in the show notes. Then fourthly, finally, clear that list of entities to your own audit from episode 7 and identify one specific entity gap, one important concept they are targeting that you are not. And write that entity down, because this is going to be the seed for our next project. So, in the next episode, we're going to take the gap that you've uncovered and learn how to build deeply authoritative, expert level content. That's not only going to fill those gaps, it's also going to help establish you as a new leader on that topic. So that's it for today. Until next time, keep optimizing, stay curious, and remember, SEO is not that hard when you understand basics.
Thanks for listening. It means a lot to me. This is where I get to remind you where you can connect with me and my SEO tools and services. You can find links to all the links I mentioned here in the show notes. Just remember, with all these places where I use my name, the Ed is spelled with 2 Ds. You can find me on LinkedIn and Blue Sky. Just search for Ed Dawson on both. You can record a voice question to get answered on the podcast. The link is in the show notes. You can try our SEO intelligence platform, Keywords People Use, at keywordspeopleuse.com, where we can help you discover the questions and keywords people are asking online, cluster those questions and keywords into related groups so you know what content you need to build topical authority, and finally, connect your Google Search Console account for your sites so we can crawl and understand your actual content. Find what keywords you rank for and then help you optimize and continually refine your content with targeted, personalized advice to keep your traffic growing. If you're interested in learning more about me personally or looking for dedicated consulting advice, then visit www.eddawson.com. Bye for now, and see you in the next episode of SEO is Not That Hard.